Hey, hope you're doing good. It's Chris here from Extreme Fingerpicking, and in this lesson we're learning how to play my fingerstyle arrangement of You're My Best Friend by Queen. Okay, so let's get stuck into it. First off, the intro goes like this. And that's it. So really that's pretty straightforward. It's just a C chord, and then it's going to an F6 with a C in the bass. So first off, hold down a C chord, and then what I'm doing is I'm playing the G and the B string on the and of 4 count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that leads straight on to quarter notes on the bass notes on that A string 3rd fret. So that 1, 2, 3, 4. You see that, and that bass is just driving along. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you get. That again. Okay, so the G and the B on the end of 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 on the bass. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 again. Okay, and then on the 3rd time, you go to the F6/C. You could call it a D minor/C, but it's not really, it is an F6. But you move the bass to the C note. Okay, so what I'm pointing down is the 3rd fret on the A string, 2nd fret on the G, 3rd fret on the B, and then the 1st fret on the high E. Okay, F6/C. So then you're going to play that, and the bass note continues. Okay, so you've gone. Okay, and then from there, lift off your pinky, and so now you'll be playing the 2nd on the G, the 1st on the B, and the 1st on the high E. Okay, and then you put your pinky back on the 3rd fret of the B, play all the strings together, so that's the A string, the G, the B, and the E, and then we're back to a C chord. So straight back to a C and play open G, 1st fret on the B, and the open high E. So from the F6. Okay, and then one more bar of just the bass note. So from the F6 again. Okay, and then from the beginning. Okay, so that's the intro, and then that goes straight into the verse. Okay, so that's your first verse, and the whole way through that is still the same chords, just a C, and then to the F6/C. And the bass note right the way through, I think, is just playing the A string, 3rd fret, the note of C. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're going to start on the F6 chord, so hold your fingers down for that, with the C in the bass, of course, and then holding that down, play the A string, the G, and the B together. Okay, followed by just the bass note. Then you're going to play a G string, which will be the 2nd fret, and then the bass note with the G and the B. So that's like. Okay, and then you're going to play the A string and the G string together, and then back to the C. So once you're there, play the open G with the 1st fret on the B. So that. Okay, and then just the bass, 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 bass. So. Followed by open G, and then back to the F/C, and this time, of course, your 3rd finger remains on the C, but now I've got my pinky on the 3rd fret of the B, the note of D, and then my 1st finger is playing the note of F on the high E string. Okay, so if we take out the bass, you're just using the B and the high E string, and you're playing with the bass. Okay. Alright, so you've gone. So it's always together other than the second time. And then that goes straight back to the C. And holding down your C chord, you're going to play the A string and the high E string. Then the A and the B, and then open G. Followed by bass, bass, and then open G. Okay, that's the first 4 bars of the first verse. Let me play it slow. Back to the F/F6/C. And with that chord held down, play the A string, the G and the B, followed by the bass, then the G string, and then the A, G and B string together. So lift off your pinky and play the first fret on the B string with the second fret on the A. So, and then the bass note, and then you go to a C chord, so you hold down the C and play the B string first fret and open high E. Sorry. Should sound like that. Followed by just a bar of the bass note. Back to the F6, and then you're going to play the A, the G and the B strings together, then the A, then the G, and then all together A, G and B. So this is the same as the 5th bar of the verse. Okay, so then you want to play the A and the G string together, second fret on the G, third on the A, and then we get this, which is a bit hard because you've got to move the C chord right the way up to here. And I'm doing this G-shaped C chord, so I'm holding down the 8th fret of the low E, and I'm barring the 5th on the D and the G. Okay, and then you're going to use your pinky on the G note, the 8th fret of the B. Okay, so once you've played that, you quickly move up and you want to play the 5th on the G and the B, and then you're going to catch the low E string 8th fret, and then you're going to play the 5 on the G and 8 on the B. So it's okay, so that's hard. Followed by the bass note again, still on the 8th fret, the C note on the low E string. And then you're going to play the 8th fret on the low E with the 5th on the B and the E, and then 8 on the high E and 5 on the B. So that's followed by one more bass note. So just this C up here goes like that. So, and from the F6, back to a nice comfortable F6 down here. So you're playing the C and the bass, of course, and you want to play the A string, the G and the B, then the A, then the G, and then all together again. So then the A and the G strings together, so you get, and straight back to the C. Okay, so on the C you're going to play the open G and the B string, followed by the bass note, and then that's pretty much the end of the first verse going into the chorus. So that goes into that. So from this last F6, together A, G and B, the A string, the G, and then together again, and then the A and the G string, and then straight to the C chord and play open G with the first fret of the B, then the bass note, and then on the C chord play the A, the G and the B together, and then we go to a G/B on our way down to an A minor. So here I'm playing the second fret on the A string with the open G and open B, and then I'm going to play the open G with the first fret on the B string, and then open G and B again. So that's, and and then we're on A minor, and on the A minor, 2nd fret on the D and 2nd fret on the G. Okay, so, and then you're into the verse. So let me play then you're into the chorus. Let me play that verse for you once more, really slow, from the beginning of the verse. Then you go into the chorus. Now, if you want to learn how to play the rest of the song, that's going to be available on the website. So if you're watching this on YouTube, just follow the links through and you're going to get the rest of the lesson right away. Okay, so that's it for this lesson. I really hope that you've enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And if you want to get the remainder of this lesson and loads more fingerstyle guitar lessons, be sure to head over to sixstringfingerpicking.com.